The reality of our generation is that kids, especially those living in food deserts, are not eating healthy diets either because they do not have access to healthy foods or because they don't know enough about these options. Our group sought to create a program that encouraged kids living in food deserts to eat more healthily and teach them about where their food comes from.
In order to find out more about this issue, our group visited Common Good City Farm, a community garden located in the Shaw neighborhood. There, we spoke to representatives about some of the food-related issues that DC faces.
So we're in a neighborhood that's considered a food desert, meaning the closest grocery store is over a mile away. So a lot of people in this area don't have access to fresh food. And as a result, this area has higher rates of obesity, chronic health problems like diabetes that are definitely associated with diet. More wealthy wards, there's a higher number of full-service grocery stores, and in the lower income wards, there's less of those. So Common Good's location here is, we're trying to be that source of fresh food in this neighborhood.
So Common Good City Farm is a half-acre urban farm. We've been on this site for 5 years, and our mission is to grow food with and for low-income community members. So through our funding streams, we're able to distribute 85% of the food that we grow on this farm, and then we sell 15%. And the way that we distribute the food is through a bunch of our programs, one of the main ones being working with low-income adult community members in exchange for their time on the farm, up to 2 hours a week volunteering with us, growing their own food, coming to our sustainable ag workshops and nutrition workshops. We distribute up to 10 pounds of produce per week per family throughout the growing season. And then we have a lot of youth programming on the farm that we distribute food through that way as well. We've partnered with a mobile farmers market this last year and this year, and we sell produce to them at a wholesale price, and they're able to go throughout DC, Virginia, and Maryland to low food access areas and distribute food accepting WIC, SNAP, and senior farmers market checks. So those are some of the ways. The main goal of Common Good City Farm is to increase food access in low-income areas or low food access areas, while also providing educational opportunities. Some other challenges that we do face is just outreach in the community, getting people to know about the farm, feel welcome on the farm, and utilize us for what we're here for. So that outreach includes, going to community meetings, tenant meetings, meeting with community members, but it also means, teaching people how to cook the food that we're distributing to them as well. So there's a lot of a huge nutrition component that's part of it too that we're trying to incorporate more in our programs.
So right now we are having classes come out for field trips twice a week. And so we would do a general overview of Common Good, the programs we do, depending on the age level. We'll talk about food security and food deserts and why we're in this neighborhood. And then for general, just like farm education, we talk about our compost system. So kids learn how you can turn food scraps into compost. We talk about bees and pollination and other insects that live on the farm. We talk about we do a tasting so kids get to try farm fresh produce, and we let the kids do work, so hands-on farming activities. So kind of just giving the kids a general overview of different components of a farm. In our after-school program, we focus on cooking and nutrition.
While programs such as Common Good City Farm get students involved in growing their own food and thinking about the food they eat, our group aimed to create an organization whose focus it was to increase student involvement in programs such as these. While talking to volunteers and interns, we found that there was a whole population that was not informed by the current outreach methods.
So I just got to DC like 6 or 7 weeks ago. And before that, I was a preschool volunteer in Louie.
Oh, wow.
And had like a really nice sized garden there. My main responsibility was teaching math and English, but it was like a really agricultural community, so I decided to garden also. Love doing that, and I haven't found a space to garden yet in DC. And I was like playing on the internet on Thursday and saw that this place existed, and like, alright, we're gonna come check it out on Saturday.
I found about it online. I found that I saw that they were hiring, and so I just filled out application. I wanted to be outside, and it was like helping the community and stuff, because while you're getting paid to do that, so I thought that was pretty cool.
I found out because I was in this program called Hope in the Home, and like the top person, I forgot what they call her, but she told me about it, and I thought that it would be fun to work on a farm.
As we learned from our interviews, sometimes knowing about these programs in the first place can be difficult. In order to increase student involvement in programs such as Common Good City Farm, our group created a plan for an organization that connects students to neighborhood gardens. Introducing Student.Farm.Connect.
Student.Farm.Connect would provide a variety of different services. While it would connect students to neighborhood garden initiatives, it would also work with schools to organize after-school programs that bus children from schools to neighborhood gardens.
But getting the word out about this organization is also an important aspect, so we created an ad campaign. These posters could be placed in schools across DC, by neighborhood playgrounds, or any other places that children frequent.
To advance our online presence and reach children, we plan not only to place our ads on popular websites such as YouTube, but we also created a website of our own so that anyone searching for opportunities like these can find quick, easy connections to the best possible program for them.
Student.Farm.Connect, promoting smarter, healthier eating.